Welcome to Good Games Spawn Point, the show for younger gamers by gamers. I'm Hex.
Bajo.
And I am D.A.R.R.E.N.
And today we give Mario a break as we take Luigi on his very own adventure in new Super Luigi U.
Ouija.
Now, I heard a rumour that Luigi actually can jump a little bit higher than Mario.
Affirmative. Higher and further. I presume it's his slimmer frame which makes him more aerodynamic.
Well, I don't think Luigi eats quite as much spaghetti as Mario.
Ah, it's the badge phone, excuse me.
Who is it? Is it Kerry? What did we do?
Bajo. Hello, Bajo here from Good Games Spawn Point. Is that you, Kerry? I'm sorry. Oh, okay, no worries. Yep. No, I'll be down there soon. Okay, bye. No, you hang up. Okay.
Was it Kerry? What did he say?
Oh no, it was the mail room. Apparently that game we've been waiting for has arrived, so we'll go get that later. But right now, I think I should go read the news.
What game were you expecting, Hex?
Oh, I'm not sure. MotoGP 13, maybe.
Bajo here with the news from around the world. Portal creators Valve Software have created a website known as Pipeline to help student developers learn about working in the games industry. The site was launched with two main aims: to provide a resource to aspiring developers to ask questions about getting into the industry, and as an experiment, to see how a group of younger developers straight out of school handle working at a large developer such as Valve. The United States government now officially recognizes esports players as professional athletes. After years of lobbying, development studio Riot Games successfully persuaded the government that professional gaming is a sport. As a result, pro gamers will now be able to easily obtain a visa to travel and work in the United States as part of competitions and tournaments. And that's all the news for this week. See you later. All right, time to start the first review. Wait a second, where's D.A.R.R.E.N?
Well, I don't know. He said he had to go and do something really important, but I thought he'd be back by now.
Hi, what do you want?
Oh, bonjour! I am here to collect the package for the good game.
Okay. Just a second.
Oh, I am totally French. Oh,
Who are you?
voila! Sacre bleu! My name is D.A.R.R.E.N. I am here on the work experience from French Perth.
Well, okay.
Oh, merci beaucoup, monsieur.
Doesn't he know we're on a tight schedule? Come on, D.A.R.R.E.N.
Transmission.
No, he's hacking us, X! Hold on! No!
Again?
The thrill of the track, the thunder of the engine. I'm geared up and ready for MotoGP 13. MotoGP offers you the opportunity to don the helmets of your favourite professional racers in the Grand Prix, or you could work your way up with your very own racer in the career mode. You start off by creating your avatar, making a few adjustments to his outfit, then it's off to your very own motorhome where you'll spend most of your time on tour. Here you're set up with everything you need to track your progress, catch up on racing news, and read emails from your manager, who'll do his or her best to get you wildcard entries into racing teams. There's a lot of information, but if you're not up to speed with all the real-life teams and their managers, I'd suggest picking the team that has the racers that have ranked the highest. Then you're off to your first race. There's a nice full-motion tourist video of the country you're visiting to set the scene, and while the game loads, you have time to view the track and identify the tricky spots and turns. Okay, finally, it's time to flaunt my skills out on the track. Ready, set, go! Wait, slow down. Come back. Why isn't my bike going as fast as everyone else's? Oh, I'm not even on the track. Oh, that's not good. No, that's not my fault. No. Come on.
While we wait for the celebrations in Parc Ferme, here's the final classification.
Oh dear. Well, everyone's a noob on their first go. Things did get a little easier once I realised from tips displayed on the loading screens that I actually had the ability to change gears and also rewind my mistakes up to 6 times a race. But why didn't the game teach me that? There was no tutorial or instruction at all. Even worse, my failures erupt in my face via an in-game social networking site. Your visible disappointment coming back to the pit spoke volumes. Come on, DARREN, don't give up. Oh, well, thank you. I didn't see you ride smoothly today. Sometimes it looked like you couldn't ride at all. Pah! You try racing with pasta scoops for hands, you nosy... Oh, look, an email from my manager. Wait, he's decided to drop me? Outrageous! Besides, it's probably not even me that's the problem. Surely it's the bike. You can make some last-minute adjustments to your bike in the garage before each race, but the game doesn't do a great job of explaining what effects these adjustments will have. And when it does, it generally has already chosen the best option for you by default anyway, like wet weather tyres for when it's raining. Career mode seems to have some nice features for experienced MotoGP enthusiasts, but newcomers better get used to the idea of last place. Sigh.
Hey, Daz.
Oh, hello, Goose.
What's wrong, Daz? You sound a bit glum.
Well, this has to stay strictly between us, but I've been having a bit of trouble winning a race in MotoGP 13.
Oh, well, Darren, it's probably just the game, but here, why don't I jump in and give you some tips?
Oh, affirmative.
All right.
No, wait, I've got to...
Well, hang on, slow down there. Darren, you're going too fast.
Whoa.
You're a dangerous racer, Darren. There you go, Darren, you're getting it.
Affirmative.
Stay on that racing line.
Affirmative.
Excellent. Round the next racer. Look at that. There you go, Darren, much better.
Affirmative.
Yes, but MotoGP is a pretty tough game, and more importantly than any car racer, you're going to have to really stick to that racing line. Ease into those turns and go easy on the brake, and you might find yourself climbing the ranks pretty soon. How about another go, Darren?
Affirmative.
All right.
Look at me go! Jostling my way through a herd of racers into top position! Approaching the finish line.
Go, Darren.
And I won!
Yes! Well done, Darren. First place. So, what do you think you're going to score, Darren?
Well, I'd say clearly the in-game tutorials are inadequate, and I was not impressed by the graphics. Look, the rendering's lackluster and the environments are quite dull. But still, for spawnlings who love motorbike racing, this game will provide some thrills and some spills. So I'm giving it 6.5 out of 10 rubber chickens.
Oh, fair enough, Darren. How about another race?
Affirmative.
All right, back on your bike. Here we go.
He'll just like kick him with his giant feet or something and then spin around with the two toes.
That's fascinating. Thank you, Darren and Goose, for finally giving us our show back.
Yeah, all right, well, we should get on with some questions.
Yes.
Finally.
Finally.
First up, let's go with this one from Mayan, who is in Sydney, New South Wales.
Hey GDSP, I have a PS Vita, and I need to know if Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus, or Nexus, is coming to the Vita. Thanks. And do these faces. Bye. Also, what is the story in Into the Nexus? Hex, I found this cat on my keyboard just before, and it just stares and wiggles its legs. You see that? Just gonna put him down there. He's kind of scaring me.
That's what cats do, though, isn't it? They just stare at you and
That's true.
meow occasionally.
Yeah, trying to figure you out and get the food. Well, sorry to say, Maya, but no, the new Ratchet & Clank game is coming exclusively to the PS3, and there are no plans to bring it to the Vita, at least none that we know of.
The good news is, though, is that you'll very likely be able to play it on your Vita at some point in the not-too-distant future. Sony has big plans to let you stream PS3 games right onto your Vita, and once that service launches, which will hopefully be next year,
Doesn't like to be pushed.
then technically any PS3 game can be a Vita game.
As for the story, well, it's the final part of a trilogy wrapping up the story from Tools of Destruction and A Crack in Time. And as far as we know, the story is going to be based around Ratchet & Clank getting lost in deep space and uncover some universe-threatening event. Are you calming him down?
It's just weird how it moves.
Yeah, it's creepy. I'm gonna take Creepy Cat. Come here, little guy. I'll be right back, Hex.
But that's all we really know at this point. But it's nice to see the duo back for a proper installment and none of that tower defense nonsense. You haven't hurt the cat, have you?
No, I just put him in Darren's cave.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, moving on to this one now from Finn the Human, who is in the land of Ooh in Victoria.
Ooh is the official language of that town.
Yes.
Do you know how to say hello in ooh?
How? 1. Is Adventure Time Explore the Dungeon 'Cause I Don't Know coming out in Australia? 2. Is Mordecai and Rigby in 8-Bit Land coming out in Australia? 3. Make these sounds. Well, Finn, we don't know really since we haven't seen any confirmation that either of those are coming out in Australia at all.
Yeah, but we haven't heard anything to make us believe they won't get a local release, so I'd say it's very likely that yes, they will both be coming out here.
All right, well, let's move on to this one from Funtastic, who is in the land of the dead in Western Australia.
Hi, Good Game. I love your show, and I have a puzzling question. I want to play a mystery crime solving game with a quest for the iPad or PC, but I have no idea what to play. Hex is awesome. Bango. Bajo is okay. Darren is a king of noobs. Oh, try these, Blanco. I think he means me, Hex. Can Hex answer my question? Thanks. You guys rock.
The money one was great. Well, Fantastic, I think I can help you out there. In fact, there's a game that just came out recently that ticks that box quite nicely. It's called Layton Brothers Mystery Room, and it's a spin-off from the excellent Professor Layton games and tasks you with solving various crimes.
And that's exclusive for iPads or iPhones for now, and it's also free. Well, partially free. You get the first few cases to solve, but it will cost you a few dollars to unlock the rest of them. Still, it's good you can try it out before spending any real money on it.
Now, as for some good ones on the PC, well, I'd recommend the Sam & Max games, Seasons 1 and 2, and The Devil's Playhouse are also worth checking out. They're great point-and-click adventure games with some really funny moments, so hopefully you enjoy those. But let's move on to this one from Zeon. 0.14159 in Pyland, Queensland.
1. How do you get to the end in Minecraft? 2. Bajo, make these faces noises. And finally, last one in French. 3. In Portal 2, what do you so once the roof falls of and you're looking at the moon? Bajo, you are awesome! Darren is not a noob, and it's not his fault. He has spaghetti claws. And Hex, throw Pikachu at the camera, please. You're all awesome!
Well, okay, Pikachu. Prepare to be launched.
Goodbye, Pikachu. Whoa, nice throw, Hex.
Thanks.
Well, Zeon, we've walked through how to get to the end before, and it's a fairly lengthy process, but we'll run through it quickly again now. Firstly, you need to get at least 12 Eyes of Ender. You can actually trade with villagers to get them, or you can craft them. For that, you'll need to get yourself to the Nether and find a fortress with blazes, and then kill them to get their blaze rods, which you can then turn into blaze powder.
Then get Ender Pearls from Endermen and craft them together with blaze powder to make the Eyes of Ender. When you equip and use one of them, it's gonna fly up off in the direction of a stronghold. Keep following the eye until it goes no further. Just note they sometimes break and disappear, so you might need a few spares. Once it stops, dig down and you should stumble into a stronghold.
Then in there you should find a portal to the end. You'll need to put an Eye of Ender into each of the surrounding portal blocks to activate it. And there you go. Just jump in and you're at the end. It can be a good idea to place a bed and sleep in it before you jump in though, so you respawn there if you die, which is quite like.
As for what to do in Portal 2 at that point, well, I really don't want to spoil the thrill of solving that puzzle for yourself, but I'll give you a hint. It involves portals.
Nice hint.
Hopefully that'll help you out, but let's move on to this one now from Nubikov, who is in Skylands, Victoria.
Hex, do you think that scary cat came from another portal in another dimension?
Yeah, it could have come from the Ender Realm.
Oh, wait, maybe Darren built it. Maybe it's a robot cat.
It was kind of mechanical, wasn't it? A mechanical robot cat.
It's a spy cat.
A spy cat from Darren.
Oh, I better go get it.
My father is saying he doesn't like the way the future consoles are treating gamers. He claims to prefer the PC. However, our family likes to play on the sofa in front of the big TV. I don't want to play on a desk with a keyboard and a mouse. Can you tell me if it's possible to play PC games from my sofa and how? Thanks.
Nothing unordinary going on here.
No.
Nope.
Everything is as it should be.
Nobody called Darren a noob 10 times or anything.
No one called Darren a noob at all.
Well, Nubikov, you can definitely play PC games on your TV. Pretty much all modern graphics cards come with HDMI out. And if you don't have HDMI, there are adapters out there for more or less every kind of cable. So if your PC is near your TV, then you can just plug it in. Then you just have to set up multiple monitors on your PC, which is a fairly simple process. In fact, if you press Windows P, most Windows versions actually just bring up the list, and it's very easy from that point. Don't touch the spy cat, Hex.
Yes, you can also get wireless HDMI receivers and senders that could send your PC signal to your TV, even if it's not right next to it. They do have a limited range though, so they can't be too far away from each other. Just make sure you buy one with enough range to get from your PC to your TV.
Of course, the other big thing you have to worry about is connecting a controller to your... It's too scary, Hex. I've got to put the tissue on the face. There we go.
Okay, then you
Can't see. Can't see, so we can... We'll be all right.
We can do whatever we want.
Whatever
They
we
can
want.
still hear us.
But there are loads of wireless controllers available for your PC, and if you've already got an Xbox 360 controller, you can just buy a wireless adapter for your PC, and they will work too.
And most PC games have controller support, so that's not a big issue, although not all of them do. Or sometimes it can take a bit of setting up, so it's worth finding out if controllers are supported before you buy a game. Let's move on to this one from Doormat, who is in Ballas Head in Queensland.
Hi GGSP, can you tell me if there are any simulators like Euro Truck Sim? Please answer or I'll become a noob like Darren. P.S. I love your show and you're both epic. Unlike the noobiest noob Darren. Hex, do these. And Bajo, do these. Thanks, GGSP.
Oh, it's moved.
Oh yes, Doormat, there are loads of simulators out there for almost anything you can imagine. There are plane sims, train sims, boat sims, truck sims, car sims, farm sims, sub sims, space sims, city sims, demolition sims, bridge sims, sim sims. There are more sims than you can shake a sim at. That was almost a bit of a rap song, Hex. Sim sims, train sims. Well, I'll stop rapping now.
You know, I actually just heard about a new sim coming out called Chemical Spillage Simulation, where you can go around and clean up a range of chemical spills.
That does sound amazing.
Yes, I know. Anyway, let's move on to this last one for today, which is from Funky Frank, who is in Funky Town, Victoria. H, guys, my question is, what is the difference in graphics between the Xbox One and the PS4? Please answer. Bajo, you are cool. Hex, you are awesome. And Darren, I'm sorry, but you are an ultimate noob. Okay, but I love you all. Well, Funky Frank, without getting into the specific details of all the boring hardware specifications, they're actually almost identical, to be honest. The PS4 does have some faster memory, so it's thought of as the more powerful of the two, but even so, the Xbox One is still a very powerful machine.
Yeah, and they said the PS3 was a more powerful machine, but the graphics were quite comparable between the two. I don't think we'll see much of a difference between each system. Take these games, for example. Here's Drive Club for PS4, and here's Forza 5 for Xbox One. Both look pretty comparable to me, and I'd even say Forza looks a little better in that example. So I think there'll be a similar graphics gap like we saw with the PS3 and 360, barely noticeable.
Yeah, I think the main thing that'll determine good graphics will be the art and design more than pure effects. Either way, the graphics I saw on both consoles at E3 looked amazing. But on that note, we're out of time for this week, and as always, if you've got a question you'd like to ask us, jump on here and send it in.
Hex, I think we should quiz Darren about this cat.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's do it.
It's just not on.
What do you want from me?
Way too creepy.
Darren, is this your spy cat?
Oh, it's not a spy cat at all, Bajo. I was inspired by the love that you two have for your pet cats, so I created one of my own.
Oh, what's it called?
Well, all he does is eat and complain, so I named him Bajo.
Oh.
Just kidding.
It's not very nice, Darren.
I think we should get on with the game. Luigi has always been, well, second to his sibling Mario, but Nintendo have decreed this is the year of Luigi. So far, he's already enjoyed his own starring role in the very excellent Luigi's Mansion 2, and now he's back in the spotlight with new Super Luigi U.
new Super Luigi U is actually downloadable content for last year's Mario launch title, but it's also available as a full game. And once again, Bowser is up to no good. Instead of kidnapping Princess Peach this time, he grabs Luigi and friends and flings them out of the castle. If this sounds a bit familiar, it's because it's identical to the Mario Bros. U opening, except they've just deleted Mario. Lame. It's a shame they didn't think of a more interesting opening for this, but platformers are all about the gameplay, and that's where it counts. How did you find it, Hex?
Well, I loved the level design. There's just so much creativity and polish that's been lavished across each one of these worlds. I mean, it sure is a lot harder than Mario Brothers was, though. For a start, Luigi handles very differently to his big brother. He can jump higher, which comes in handy, but his controls are really slippery when you're used to Mario's responsiveness. Every time I changed direction, he'd keep running the wrong way for a second. It was really off-putting.
Affirmative. Luigi is far less precise than his brother, so you'll need to factor this in. I often needed to reverse direction before I landed on smaller platforms so that his slides wouldn't send me off the edge. This game also features a very challenging time limit. You're only given 100 seconds to complete each level. So if you don't speed through levels, Luigi will meet an unfortunate end.
You know, we often criticise Nintendo games for doing the same thing and making games easier. In fact, I think we did that very recently with that Donkey Kong Country game. But I think they made this one harder in the wrong way. The time limit just ruins the fun. I like to take my time and find all the secrets in a Mario level. There are still plenty of secrets to find, such as the little retro Mario Luigis, but I just didn't have time to do it, Hex. I felt so rushed.
Yeah, that was a bit of a buzzkill, but things do get easier in multiplayer. Just like Mario Bros. U, this game supports 5 players. 4 play normally, while the 5th person uses the touchscreen to create extra platforms. The best thing about this mode is that dying doesn't force you to restart the level because you can just float back into the game.
Affirmative. Another advantage of multiplayer is that someone can play as the new character, Nabbit. He's normally a villain, and so this means he's immune to enemy attacks. The power.
There are 82 new levels to play through, and although they're set in the same locations as the original game, Luigi's different controls and the time limit, which I don't like, certainly make it feel unique. I want Nintendo to try different things with their game, so it's good they're doing that, but they just need to do it better.
Yeah, I agree. This really seems like a game for hardened Mario fans. There is a nice groove to this game when you've mastered a level's layout and know how to nab all the bonuses, but I suspect less experienced players will find this a bit of a slog. I'm giving it 6.5 out of 10 rubber chickens.
I'm gonna give it 6 out of 10.
Well done, Bajo.
Oh, thanks, Darren.
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh. Right, I see. Okay, thank you. You hang up. Okay. Darren, I was just on the phone with the mailroom and they said that a robot from French Perth came and collected our copy of MotoGP. Would you know anything about that? J'accuse.
Oh, negative. Negative.
Oh, really? Then what do you call this?
Oh, that's just a Neptunian slug from the moon Triton. They make excellent pets, but don't upset it.
Oh,
or
why?
it'll enter panic mode.
What does that do?
Oh, an emergency excretion of acid.
Next week on the show, we're going to be spending a lot of time in the new Plants vs. Zombies game.
My faith in the people, but the people let me down. So I turn the other way.
Till next time, may all your games be good ones. Hex out.
Bajo out.
Darren out.
Oh, hey, kitty cat. He's got the slug. No.
Don't aggravate it, it might secrete its acid.
Don't do that.
Hang on a second. This is just a mustache. J'accuse again, Darren.
Negative.
Vomitov.